Eric, I wanted to get back to you about this question you had about the settings and the customization default stuff with the Blackboard test. And I may have mentioned in the email that I've asked around a little bit. And the popular belief is that Blackboard is not the greatest at making things customizable. In fact, it's rather difficult. It's not really that user friendly with determining the defaults on there. That's kind of an unfortunate thing. The good thing is that though, doing it the kind of like the long way is not really that bad. And I just wanted to make sure that kind of the easiest and best way, at least that we see, and how to create a Blackboard test question or a test item, so that you're kind of doing it the fast way, even though it's not as ideal as you would think, where you can have the certain selection numbers and just go easily with your how you numerate the questions and things like that. As I said, it's not immediately known to us how to do this. It may be possible that it can be done. We were just not really sure about how to do it. But in any case, I just want to show you that the way I know how to do it, the way I do it, and it's not really that bad when you come right down to it in terms of numerating and deciding on your number of test options or choices for your multiple choice. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to create a quick multiple choice question. And there's a number of things you can do here. You just has your title of the question here, and here's your question. This is your question prompt for the test right there. Okay, and then when you come down here, this is where you can set your customized options for each of your questions. And you mentioned a number of choices. Well, answer numbering, labeling the numbers, and the numeration or the letterization of the examples or the choices are right here. So you were saying that you wanted to try to use the A, B, C, D option, E actually, and so that's there. You can have an orientation that's either vertical or horizontal, and normally we go vertical. With the other options, you can have partial credit. You can have the questions or the choices being scrambled in random order. So each time the student comes in, and different students, when they're looking at the choices, they're actually in a different order. That's kind of a good one that instructors like to pick. But then here is where the answer spaces are, where you're going to type in your answer or your or cut and paste your answer choices in here. And this is where you can select the number of choices you have. So believe it or not, it's multiple choice. It can be actually be 24 choices, which is kind of outrageous actually. But I think you mentioned 5. So what ends up happening is when you do that simple selection there, it adds another choice. So instead of having the default, which is A, B, C, D, you have A, B, C, D, E. So, to create your questions and make those options, it's a drag down here and it's a drag down here. It's not. I'm sure it's a lot easier, obviously, if you had it customly set. But like I said, we're not really sure exactly how to do that. But it's not too bad. If I get any other news about this, or somebody shows me something different, I'll definitely pass it along to you. But that's what we have, and I hope you have a really great rest of the day. Talk to you later.